everyone. If you don't know who we are, we're Val and Wayne, two full-time RVers who've been traveling the country for quite a while now. And two of the resources we quite often use are Boondockers Welcome and Harvesthosts.
Even though Harvesthosts owns Boondockers Welcome, the two are very different experiences. And since we're currently staying at a Boondockers Welcome and then going to two Harvesthosts, we thought we'd take some time to explain what the differences are and help you discover whether or not one of these two might be a good fit for you.
For your RV travels, yes. The basic difference between the two is that Harvesthosts are on commercial property and do require some type of compensation to the host, whereas Boondockers Welcome locations are on private property and do not require a fee to the host. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get started. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We had a great stay in Glacier and we're heading out. We're going to a Boondockers Welcome for the next 3 days.
Yeah, we always like our Boondockers Welcome.
Yes. You know, maybe we'll sit down and talk about Boondockers Welcome and what it's like and why we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll compare it to the Harvesthosts that's under the same umbrella. Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
We've been using them quite a bit.
Yes. In the meantime, we are stuck behind a painting truck. They're painting yellow on the left and white on the right, and we absolutely cannot pass because we'll smear their paint everywhere. We're going 6 miles an hour, Wayne?
Yeah,
6 miles an hour. It is painful. We don't know how much longer.
Yeah, it's been quite a while now. It seems like an operation that is best suited for nighttime.
You would think. And you would think they would just do it for a mile, not this. I don't know how long we've been going. Anyway, they're pulling over. Here we go.
Here's what you can expect at a Boondockers Welcome. Make sure you follow the host directions.
It is very important to follow the directions of your host to the T. I mean, you need to be very respectful. If they don't want you to come after a certain time or before a certain time, or they want you to text so they know when you're coming, all very important. So I'm just texting here. We should be there in 20 minutes. I'm just waiting for a reply. Okay, Wayne, she says, we are already on the 35, but she says on the left-hand side of the road, park there. There's going to be a pullout. I'll meet you out by the road and you'll see my orange Kubota 4x4, then just pull into the driveway and I will show you where to go.
All right, exciting.
So hopefully it's clear when we get there. The nice thing about this Boondockers Welcome is that it is right off of Flathead Lake, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that the largest freshwater lake this side of the Mississippi?
Yes. That's what Google says, so it must be even bigger than Tahoe. It really is beautiful. Yeah, we are staying at this Boondockers Welcome 3 nights, so it will give us some time to explore the area.
Make sure you read the description thoroughly.
The directions changed a little bit since our host found out we are traveling southbound from the north. She wants us to call her at the 3-mile mark.
Looking at the satellite image can save you a lot of hassle.
Hi, this is Valerie. We are at the 3-mile mark. Okay, so we're looking for the orange Kubota and turn right.
Upon arrival, be willing to spend some time with your host.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. Bye.
Here are some Boondockers Welcome questions to consider.
All right, Wayne, we are looking for an orange 4x4 on the right-hand side.
How far off your route is it? Is it worth the extra drive? Do I need to drive through a tight residential neighborhood? What about parking? Is it on a driveway, grass, gravel?
Hello. Good, how are you?
Do I need to unhook my tow vehicle or my trailer?
Okay, sounds great.
Will other RVs be beside me?
I see there are 3 other people. That makes us 4. What a generous host. Hello, I'm Valerie. Patty, so generous of you. Look at this gorgeous property.
5 acres.
Wow.
Is it level?
It seems pretty level. Wayne is going to try and use the leveling jacks. We don't mind being on the airbags, but it does run the pump every so often to re-level. And we'd rather not. Number one, it's kind of annoying, especially if you're sleeping, that the pump goes on to run your hydraulic. Is it hydraulic, Wayne?
Air.
Oh, air, to run your airbags to re-level. But also it's the electricity of the pump, and we're boondocking, so we don't want to waste any unnecessary electricity. Let's see if this works. Wow, that looks pretty good without even hitting level. Auto. It worked. This field of this Boondockers Welcome is a lot more level than many campsites we've actually been to.
Remember, you're going to be dry camping unless the host offers some kind of utilities, but that's pretty rare.
All right, let's check out how much sun we're getting, how much solar's coming in.
Generators are usually allowed, but you need to be mindful of those around you.
Almost 20 amps. That's pretty good. That's not too bad because it's a pretty cloudy day right now with 1200 watts of solar, so it really helps when we're boondocking.
There is no cost for staying at a Boondockers Welcome unless you are going to pay your host for some kind of hookups.
They even have multiple rigs here, and that's so nice of them to let us stay here for free. You can see the lake right there, and you can see the mountains right there, and just all of the ranches and farms out here. Montana is pretty cool in the spring. Where are we going, Valerie?
Well, sometimes Boondockers Welcome can be just a driveway, or sometimes it can be like this, 5 acres, just gorgeous scenery and horses.
Yeah, we get to go feed the horses because we have carrots.
She said they like carrots or apples, so I bought some carrots. Let's go.
Oh, they're following us because they want more carrots now. But I don't know how many carrots they should have.
This is Patty and her cute dog, Lexi, and she is our host, our Boondockers Welcome host. We are so grateful for our Boondockers Welcome host. Thank you so much.
Wow.
You are so generous to allow our viewers to stay on your property. And our friends and family and our viewers actually ask, why do Boondockers Welcome hosts actually do it? So tell us why you host.
Well, this is my 9th year. Can you believe that? And I haven't had anybody to come into my place to give me any trouble whatsoever. So that's why I continue doing it for 9 years. The reason I do it is because I can. I have a lot of property. I don't even know how I thought about Boondockers Welcome. I must have seen it on Facebook or something.
You used to be an RVer, yeah?
Yes, used to be an RVer. Knew it was important to find a safe place to stay at night. And my husband and I at the time, which he has passed on now, but we thought, hey, we can do that. Why don't we try it? And so here I am, and 9 years later, I'm still doing it.
And what a beautiful property you have. I mean, I'm sure you have someone right here. You have someone in a 20 amp site that you have in the front, and someone else coming. So you're very, very popular.
Does it feel weird?
Well, I try to make people feel welcome, feel comfortable, and I don't bother people. I don't knock on doors and say, hey, you want to talk? If they're out and about, you know, we talk. If not, and a lot of people like to come and just rest.
Is it safe? We have never not felt safe, nor have we ever left a Boondocker's Welcome or a Harvest Host, but read the reviews carefully. You'll get a feel for it.
Yeah, it's a good, safe place to stay, and
Well, we
enjoy
so
doing it.
appreciate it, and especially a place like Polson,
Yes.
right outside of Glacier, is so convenient.
It's so convenient.
So-
and Alaska, people
yeah.
usually come here and they're headed to Alaska, and I think it's so great because I've done that, been there, done that, and it's awesome.
So very good. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us and for sharing your property.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. We were going to walk along Flathead Lake. So beautiful here in Polson, because part of being a Boondocker Welcomes, if you stay a few days, you get to see the sights. But wow, those gnats and mosquitoes were just, this
Yeah,
is the
there's
first
millions
time.
of them.
Well, another great Boondockers Welcome stay in the books. Just beautiful. They're not all this beautiful, so we are very grateful when we get a stay like this. Just look at the lake, the view we had, honestly, and so relaxing. So relaxing, in fact, that there's a deer chilling in the grass. Anyway, very good. We had a great stay. Time to move on. We are heading on to a harvest host. So we'll take you along for that and show you what that experience is like. I'm gonna stay out here while Wayne pulls out, just to make sure there's no issue being parked on the grass. We did have a little rain, but the grass, the dirt, the ground looks pretty dry, so hopefully there's no issue with ruts or getting stuck. Something you absolutely do not want to do is get stuck in a grass site. We're doing a light check, and the left blinker on the car is not in sync with the rig. So Wayne's got to come out and kind of look at the connection. That's why we always do a light check. Safety first. I think he got it working. Our car light is blinking. I don't know if you can see that. But here we go. Second time. Let's give it a go. Yep. It's working. That side is working. Brakes are working. Running lights are working. Now the roll test. Good to go. Checking for ruts. No problem. We're not sinking into the grass at all. I think we're good to go.
You gotta give it away, give it away, give it away to the ones you
Ready to go, Wayne?
Five.
On our way east on the 90 through Montana, it is big sky country, yeah, Wayne?
Yeah, Missoula.
Yeah.
I believe it's the second largest city in
Yes,
Montana.
next to Billings. We are doing just a one-nighter traveling. We're kind of traveling fast, but that's what Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Hosts are for. You know, coming on the 90, we're going to be going into Bozeman, and that's very, very popular. Not too many places in Bozeman to stay, so we're going beyond Bozeman and into Garrison.
Here's what you can expect at a Harvest Host.
You know, these places, Harvest Hosts and Boondockers Welcome, the roads or the actual sites themselves were not built for RVs.
Just as with Boondockers Welcomes, you must follow directions.
You don't want to get yourself in a situation where you've got a problem and you've got to back up or something like that. You know, we had a Boondockers Welcome in Tennessee. Remember that? And the owner had said, look out for the white Pegasus horse. And I'm going, what are they talking about? Well, we're driving down the highway. I see the white Pegasus horse, and our Garmin is telling us we need to go another half a mile. So we went another half a mile, got off the road, went down a country road, and where did we end up, Wayne?
We ended up right in front of a fire station. Yeah.
We ended up right in front of a volunteer fire station, right in front of their doors, and we were just stuck on this single lane country road. We were praying there was no emergency, no fire, because we were blocking their way. So we had
to unhook,
get out, unhook.
back up down the road.
It was something else. Anyway, coming up to our off ramp here that the host told us to get off, and we'll see how it goes. Just looking at this bridge here, hoping that it's high enough, but there is no warning.
Again, just like a Boondockers Welcome, you will be dry camping unless the host offers some kind of utility.
We landed safely at our harvest host location. Unfortunately, we did need to unhook the car. We don't usually like to do that for overnighters, but we just couldn't make the site work. Now, this is a little bit of a hybrid harvest host. It is not commercial property. It seems as if it is a private residence. There's a house over there, and this is separate acreage that they've put a gravel site down, and they've made 5 separate sites for RVs and put electrical.
It is expected that you spend a minimum of $30 to patronize the host's business.
They just charge $30 for 50 amps. So instead of patronizing a business and spending your $30 on a bottle of wine or farm goods or whatever, you pay your $30 and you're paying for 50 amps. So very nice. They've done a really nice job.
Good morning, gang. We are on our way. We're leaving this harvest host. Great stay, little noisy. Highway, Interstate 90 right there, and train tracks right behind us, and it was going all night long, but pretty nice. They did a really nice job here. We are headed toward Hardin. We're on our way. We've got one more stop. We're gonna get our tires done there, by the way, and we'll make a video about that. So here we go, we're on the road.
On the road again to our next harvest host in Greycliff, Montana. So we've been heading east on the 90. It's a little longer drive today, a little over 200 miles. So we stopped at a rest area to have a couple sandwiches, and now we got only about 55 miles left. How you doing, Wayne?
Good, pretty easy, very mellow today.
Yeah, beautiful scenery, beautiful weather. A little on the warm side, actually. We're heading very close to 80s. So with the sun coming in, quite warm. Anyway, looking forward to our next stop, and of course, we'll take you along with us. Hopefully we clear this underpass. The instructions are to follow the harvest host signs. There's 7 RV spots.
Arriving at 11 Greycliff Creek Lane on the left.
It's hard leaving this way, but the train's about to roll into the bay.
And we made it. Cool. Sometimes a harvest host is an asphalt parking lot, and sometimes you've got this. Wow. Beautiful farm, horses, cattle, chickens. We're gonna go check out what they've got and how we can patronize this business. You ready to go, Wayne?
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm in love with you.
As we mentioned before, harvest hosts are on commercial property, and those locations vary widely. It can be an asphalt parking lot of a museum, a church, a distillery, or it can be on a beautiful farm, an orchard, or a winery. We even stayed in a junkyard with a quirky bar and restaurant attached.
There's one thing that I love almost as much as ice cream, and that's cheese. They have a cheese cave. Let's go. They've got an underground tunnel to the greenhouse. Let's go.
I've been on the road for so long. Now, honey, baby, I beg you, please, don't get me wrong. It's you I'm in love with.
Cute this is. Hi, cuties.
My little babies. They just started revamping their pen today, so they want to get out now.
This was such a fun stay here at Greycliff Mill, a harvest host in Greycliff, Montana. So great to see all the animals, horses and chickens and cows. We had cows by our rig and the little lambs. Gosh, it was just adorable. Anyway, we hope you found the information we provided on Harvest Hosts and Boondockers Welcome helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you would like to share your experiences with Harvest Hosts and Boondockers Welcome, please leave those in the comments below as well. That wraps up this video for this week. We so appreciate you watching, and until next time, we will catch you later.